Alright, let's make a tier list. There's a lot of characters in Boruto that I really don't get to talk about much, simply because they don't appear much in the anime or manga, so just for today's video, we're just gonna make a tier list. We're gonna rank all of these characters, just telling you how I feel. So before we begin, let's just go over the ranks real quick. So we got S, A, B, C, D, and then help unlock Sarada's Bangiku Sharingan, which basically means I don't give a fuck about you, you can get killed off, and I wouldn't care. So let's just begin right away. There's a lot of characters. So first we got Ino. To be honest with you, I would put her at A. Ino is one of the only side characters that actually play a role within the Boruto manga. If you read the Boruto manga, you would know a lot of the cast is non-existent. So the fact that Ino does play a role with the sensory system about warning Naruto about Delta and Ishiki heading inside the village, she does play a very crucial role, especially in the manga, and she definitely bossed up as a character and as a waifu, to be honest with you. Next we got the boy Naruto. He goes straight into S. No debate, no discussion. You already know why. That's my Hokage right there. Lord 7th straight into S tier. Next we got Amado, and he's going to S tier as well. Amado, honestly, the way he's been coming up in the Boruto manga, this guy is probably the best Kara member. This guy gives so much information about the Kara organization, the Otsutsuki lore, and the Karma Seal that this guy has come in clutch so many times. This is the same guy who told Boruto like, yo, you're going to die soon from the Karma Otsutsukification. And not only that, he is providing drugs to save Boruto's life. And what's even crazier is that this guy has created cyborg stronger than Jigen. Obviously, we have been introduced to Ada, who is called the All-Knowing. She has this clairvoyant ability where she can see absolutely everything, and she has this allure ability, and the fact that Amado has created someone like this shows you just how smart this guy is. In fact, he has modded everyone within the Kara organization, such as Code, Delta, Boro, Kashin Koji, and Jigen, everyone, including Kawaki as well. This guy is the plot mover. I really enjoy this guy. Even though Code calls Ada the All-Knowing, this guy is also the All-Knowing. This guy knows everything. Like, when it comes to the plot of the Boruto manga, if you want to know something new, if information is dropping, it comes straight out of this guy's mouth. And honestly, bro, like, I love his character, and I can't wait to see what's to come with him. I don't even know if I should trust him or not, because he might be like a double agent. We don't know. He might even have some ulterior motives. Next, we got Anko, and I'm not even gonna cap, she really glowed down. I'll put her D tier. She really isn't that relevant in the Boruto anime. You know, her biggest relevance so far was in the Academy entrance arc, like in the very beginning of the Boruto anime, and in the Academy examination arc when they were being tested to become genin. She really isn't that relevant. Nowadays, she's in some anime canon with Chocho, and she really isn't that interesting to me. So yeah, that's how I feel about Anko. Next, we got All, and I'm not even gonna cap, I'll put him in 8 tier. I think he's a very underrated villain, just in terms of just what he is as a character. His entire philosophy of being a scientific ninja tool is pretty damn interesting, because it kind of goes with what Naruto was saying. Like, if you remember, both Naruto and Ao, they both said that scientific ninja tools aren't good or bad. They aren't inherently good or bad. It just depends on who the person and how they use it in general. And you know, this is a good lesson because Boruto, he does accept the scientific ninja tools. Obviously, during the Vessel arc in the beginning, he hates scientific ninja tools. He hates the concept of it, but over time he began to accept it, and eventually he was able to outtalk Ao from being a scientific ninja tool and die as a shinobi. Of course, with Ao, he accepted himself as a scientific ninja tool, and he really didn't want to be anything else. And the fact that he changed his morals at the very end, dying as a shinobi, his character has come full circle, and he is pretty underrated as a villain. He definitely pushed the concept of scientific ninja tool, which is a main theme within the Boruto series, so I actually like him a lot. Next, we got Boro, and I'm not even gonna cap, I'll put him C tier for now. I would put him in D tier, but thanks to the latest chapters in the Boruto manga, I put him in C tier. Boro, in my opinion, among the inner members, this guy is the most lacking. His biggest moment is when he was fighting Team 7, and while he did do a lot of damage and did die to Momoshiki in the end, he lacked a lot of depth. Like, of course, he is very powerful. This guy is really strong. His hacks are insane. However, the biggest problem I have with this guy is that he barely gets any screen time in the manga. Yeah, he did have a fight against Team 7, but that was like 3 chapters, and after that, he got killed off. And only reason why I'm putting him at C tier is simply because in the latest chapters, they did mention that he has a secret hideout that he has, and this is where he was hiding Ada, and that is pretty interesting, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm hoping the anime expands on his character because he is very lacking as a character. He lacks a lot of depth. There's not much to his character at all. All we know is that he is really strong. He is very powerful, but you can't be considered a good character just because you are strong. And besides being strong, there isn't much to his character, so I'm hoping when the anime gets to that point in time with this fight against Team 7, we do get some expansion on what he is as a character. He has this superiority complex. He says I was made by God, so I'm hoping the anime goes into that, because because there is a lot of potential that you can write with, especially with Boro in the Boruto anime. Next we got the boy, the goat, Boruto. He's going straight into S. I'll put him in top of S over his dad. Boruto, man, like, this man really glowed up. Like, I'm not even gonna cap, like, this era of Boruto, like, this picture right here, I hate this picture of Boruto so much, by the way. Like, this shit looks ugly as fuck. Like, where's the Chad Boruto when you need it? But, like, this Boruto right here, like, I remember, like, this was, like, early Genin days. Like, I did not like Boruto back in the day. I'm not even gonna cap. You know, he was really bratty, he was really annoying, but you gotta give him the benefit of the doubt. He's a little kid, and he grew up in a different time, unlike his father, so of course he's gonna act, you know, really bratty. His dad acted the same way, but over time, the kid grew on me. Like, of course, he cheated in the tuning exams, and what I loved about him, like, his most vulnerable moments, when he got caught in 4K using the scientific ninja tools, he realized his mistake. He's like, yo, I'm fucking garbage, and this is where Boruto really came up for me as a character. Of course, I liked Boruto before that, but to be honest with you, before the Momoshiki fight, I'd have him at like B or C, but currently right now in the anime and manga, this guy is at S. Like, I love Boruto, man. Like, the way he came up after getting caught in 4K of using that scientific ninja tools, this man is a Chad, bro. Like, this man caught a body, killing Momoshiki. He took out Shojoji. He took out all, like, he went crazy. Of course, he went to that Boroshiki form. He made fun of Ishiki. He's like, yo, you can't kill me. Like, yo, this guy is the shit. I love Boruto, man. And, you know, he's a really good character. I think, you know, he's really overhated. He has a lot of character development. Like, you know, if you think Boruto's the same character from, like, episode 10, you are not watching Boruto. I'm sorry. Like, you know, I find it crazy that people think, like, oh, Himawari should be the main character of Boruto now. Like, bro, Boruto is the shit, and he deserves to be the main character. Like, S tier without a doubt. Choji, he doesn't really get that much screen time. Every time we see her, it's always with Chocho eating food or some training episodes. I'll put her C tier. Chojuro, he came up. I'm not gonna cap. I'll put him B tier. This guy, like, he was okay in the Fourth Great Ninja War. He had some hard time fighting some white Zetsus, but he came up in terms of power. Now he's boxing Otsutsuki's like Kinshiki, so I can give him that. And not only that, he became Mizukage. That's pretty respectable. Next we got Code, and I'm gonna put him on B tier. I know that's very controversial, but Code, honestly, like, we only seen him do some stuff for like 2 chapters. This guy's only been relevant for 2 chapters. Like, throughout the entirety of the Boruto manga, this guy has been MIA. Before the last 2 chapters of the Boruto manga, the only thing we knew about him is that he was guarding the 10 tails and he proclaimed himself to be stronger than Delta. Now we know that he is stronger than Jigen without the limiters, and he is planning to assassinate Naruto, Sasuke, and Amado. And he has plans to feed Boruto or Kawaki to the 10 tails. Like, Code fanboys, please don't kill me for this one, but I gotta be honest with you, he hasn't done much. I know a lot of people like him. I like him too, but he hasn't done much in the series so far for me to put him in A or S. You know, eventually in the future, I'll definitely put him in A or S because there's a lot of potential with this guy. I really like Code, but, you know, he hasn't done much so far, but he has a lot of potential, like I said. Next, we got Delta, and like Code, I'll put her in B because Delta, despite being waifu as fuck and getting that crazy fight with Naruto, besides that, there really isn't anything to her character. She barely has anything to her character. I gotta be honest with you, like, yeah, she is a pretty enjoyable character, but like I said, with a lot of these car members, such as Boro, she lacks a lot of depth. She kind of came and went really fast, just like how Boro did against Team 7. Like, when after Delta fought Naruto, she went MIA. Like, she kind of came back, and then Amado turned her off. Like, she's not dead. She can definitely come back, but I'll put her in B tier for now because I do like her, and I'm hoping that the anime expands on her character as well. Like, to be honest with you, with these car members, they can all be in S or A tier as long as the anime expands on their character, because, like I said, these car members lack a lot of depth from the Boruto manga. The Boruto manga pacing is really fast. Next, we got, I think this guy is from the Byakuya gang. I don't really care about him, D tier. Next we got Gaara. Gaara's always been my guy, A tier. He's always been the same for me from the end of Shippuden to Boruto. Obviously he adopted Shinki, that's some real shit, that's definitely respectable, but he's still the same guy. I always like Gaara, A tier. Next we got Mike Guy, and I'm not gonna cap, you gotta kill this guy. Like, I'm sorry man, this guy should have died back in the 4th Great Ninja War. I have no idea why he's still alive. Like, like, you use 8 gates and you somehow still live. Of course Naruto saves you using his 6 pass chakra, but at the end of the day, this guy should have died. You know, I'll put him C tier. I always liked Mike Guy in Shippuden and original Naruto. He's a great character. If this was like OG Naruto or a Shippuden tier list, he's going straight into S. He's a great character, but to be honest with you, they should have killed Mike Guy a long time ago. He's in a wheelchair and he's not going to contribute much. I'm pretty sure you can still do 8 gates in a wheelchair. That's kind of funny, but you know, just kill the guy. Like, he doesn't really do much in the series now. He's just chilling. But I'll put him C tier for now because I like the guy. Next we got Gutto, and Gutto, you know, I'll put him C tier. If this was like manga only, I'll put him like D, but like the fact that the anime expanded on his like little backstory with Kawaki, it's pretty interesting, and not only that, he gave us one of the best fights in the series. So, you know, C tier. Definitely, I'll put him up there. Next, we got Hanabi, and Hanabi glowed up. Like, comparing her character from Shippuden to Boruto, I'll put her B tier. She definitely glowed up, like, not only as a waifu, but as a character, because in Shippuden and in original Naruto, she didn't really play much of a role. All of her screen time was kind of like with Hinata, but nowadays, when you see her in the Boruto anime, she gets more of her own screen time, like, with her training her own squad. Not only that, she's just an enjoyable character in general. Next, we got Himawari, and Himawari, I'll put her C tier. I know a lot of people are gonna get mad about this, but Himawari, you know, I'm over the cute phase. I'm not gonna cap, like, yeah, she's cute, and I'll give her the benefit of the doubt of that, but like, she needs more screen time. I'm not even gonna cap. Same thing goes for her mother. Like, she needs more. Hinata needs way more screen time. She barely does anything. Like bro, she is the mother of the main character and the adoptive mother of the other main character, and she barely plays a role. Same goes for Himawari, but it's a little bit more, especially with the phase. But Hinata barely does anything in the anime or manga. I really want to put her in D tier, but you know, she's a nice character. I like her a lot in Boruto, but she definitely needs way more screen time. Inojin, I actually really like Inojin. Inojin's hilarious. A lot of people call him a Sai 2.0, but I like how he's a hybrid between Ino and Sai. It's pretty enjoyable. I just like his character. Next we got Ishiki / Jigen. I'll put him straight to S. Jigen's right here too. This guy is S tier, man. I know a lot of people don't like Jigen, but I really enjoy his character, man. Like, I know the anime as of late, they've made him really, really fucking menacing. Like, I just enjoy his character a lot, man. He's controlling everyone at his fingertips without even trying, and you know, he's a really enjoyable character. Not only that, he bitched Naruto and Sasuke twice. One time when he was still in Jigen's body, and then when Ishiki came out of Jigen's body, he bitched them again, forcing Naruto to use the Baryon mode, killing Kurama in the process. You know, this guy, he has caused a lot of problems for this series. I can't wait for the anime to like expand on his backstory, because that is definitely needed. I really want to see how Kagura hurt him, and how the hell did he build up the car organization. I want to know how that happened, because he has controlled everyone from just his fingertips alone. Next we got Iwabe, and like Inojin, I really enjoy Iwabe. I know he lacks a lot of screen time. I'll put him top of C, but he lacks a lot of screen time as of late. But Iwabe, like, I've always liked him since the beginning of Boruto. You know, he made his appearance back in, I think, Boruto episode 2. Of course, Boruto whooped his ass, but ever since then, like, he's become such an enjoyable character. I know, like, he hasn't been that relevant in the Boruto anime. He is an anime only character, of course. However, he is pretty powerful. Like, he was insanely powerful back in the Academy entrance arc. I really want to see more of Iwabe. He's pretty interesting. Next we got Kabuto. Kabuto really hasn't done much in Boruto. Only time we ever saw him was in the Naruto Gaiden arc at the very end. I'll put him D tier. He has like no screen time. Next we got Kagura. I really like Kagura. Kagura played a pretty good role in the Hidden Mist field trip arc. Of course with him, he showed the past of what the bloody Hidden Mist was. He has a lot of PTSD. When he was fighting Boruto and how he joined the quote-unquote new 7 deadly swordsmen of the Mist, he showed a lot of his PTSD, especially when he was swinging his sword. He really represented the old bloody Mist. I like how they infused the history within this character, because it's definitely a good leeway to show the new characters such as Boruto and like the rest of the new gen. Pretty interesting, and I hope he becomes Mizukage. That'd be pretty lit. Next we got Kakashi. Kakashi goes straight to A, bro. I know Kakashi isn't like relevant in the manga. He's not even in the manga, but in the anime, he's been pretty cool. He trained Boruto to get that new Rasengan. He used Purple Lightning on Nue. Like, he's just chill overall. I fuck with Kakashi. Next we got Karin, and Karin, honestly, I like her way more in Boruto than in Shippuden. She was always a bitch in Shippuden because like she simp for Sasuke, but now that she accepted that I'm not getting with Sasuke, she became a character of her own. Like, I actually really like her relationship with Sarada. I know the whole mess with like, oh, her being quote unquote Sarada's mom, that was some bullshit. I'm not gonna cap back in Naruto Gaiden, but besides that, like, I really like her character. Like, her whole relationship with Sarada, it's a really good friendship, and she just is a lot more mature, and I just like it overall. Next we got Karui. She barely gets any screen time, so like D tier. I hope she gets some more. I want her to train Chocho and teach her Kenjutsu. That'd be pretty lit. Next we got Kawaki, straight to S. You already know why. My boy Kawaki, bro. I love this guy, man. My favorite character in Boruto. This guy, like, the plot is literally about him. Of course, we just finished the Kawaki arc. Like, we have an arc named after this guy. This past arc, which was the Kawaki arc, it was so flames. Like, we had so many crazy fights. Like, we had like, what, 10 fights, a training arc, so many transformations, some deaths, some major character deaths. Like, so many things happened because of Kawaki. Not only that, he bitched Ishiki. This man used a shadow clone full pulling an Otsutsuki and then stomped his shit out. Like, I don't know how, that's some gangster shit, bro. Like, I don't care what nobody says. The fact that he did that with one arm, like, come on, son. Like, this guy is built different. I love Kawaki, bro. S tier, without a doubt. Next, we got Kiba. I would say kill him, but, like, D tier. He's alright. Kinshiki, D tier. I don't really like him. Actually, I'll put him C tier. He gave us a great fight with Sasuke. I'll give him that. Next, we got Kashin Koji, A tier. I might put him in S. I'll put him top of A for now, but I love Kashin Koji. Kashin Koji is my second favorite Kara member behind Amado. Obviously with the correlation of being connected with Jiraiya, then we find out that he is a Jiraiya clone. I love it. He's basically like Jiraiya but serious. Like, what if Jiraiya was like, no bitches allowed, grind time all day? Like, that is Kashin Koji. He's Jiraiya but serious, and I fuck with it. Like, I always like Jiraiya, but Kashin Koji, like, I love that like cold, menacing attitude. That is something I've always wanted to see with Jiraiya, but of course he's always goofy. So seeing this contrast with Kashin Koji, I just love it, bro. Next we got Konohamaru, and I don't want to piss any Konohamaru fans off, but this man, yeah, you gotta kill him. I gotta be honest, bro. Like, I don't hate Konohamaru, by the way. I know a lot of people clown on him. I clown on him too, here and there, but I'm not gonna cap. Like, you should kill him. Like, he's not gonna play any role. Like after the Vessel arc in the Boruto manga, at least, he hasn't been seen. We haven't seen him in so long. And what hurts even more is that in the latest chapters of the Boruto manga, his team was disbanded. They broke up Team 7 thanks to Boruto and Momoshiki's karma. He doesn't have a squad anymore, and we haven't seen him at all. And I really don't see him being a part of the time skip. I know a lot of people compare him to Kakashi. However, with Kakashi, with him, he was able to stay relevant from part 1 and into Shippuden. And the thing is, like, the power levels in part 1 into Shippuden, like the highest power levels we got in part 1 was like Kage level. Like, the biggest fight we got in part 1 was like the Kage's fighting, right? We had like Sarutobi versus Orochimaru and the first and second Hokage. Meanwhile, in Boruto part 1, we got Otsutsukis, flying gods and Otsutskis and shit, like left, right, and center. Konohamaru does not scale to that. And of course with Kakashi, you know, in part 1, you know, he did fight Zabuza, he did take him down, and while he did get his ass whooped by Itachi, he's out here fighting Kage level opponents, which was the ceiling in part 1, and then in Shippuden it got even higher. But in Boruto it's completely different. It's like Boruto, there's like Otsutskis everywhere, and these are the main antagonists, Kara members, and he doesn't really play a role in that at all, which is really sad. And once we get to Shippuden, once we get to Boruto Shippuden, or the time skip, whatever you call it, I don't see him contributing to absolutely anything. Like, he's gonna get himself killed. I'm not gonna cap. Like, he even got kicked off his own squad. Like, come on, son. At least before you kill him off, I'm hoping he gets a fight like in some like anime canon shit. I'm hoping that happens because I want Konohamaru to shine. You know, maybe give him sage mode. Of course, if you give him sage mode, that's not enough to like fight top tiers in the Boruto manga, but I want him to get a crazy fight, man, before he goes, because they keep doing my man's wrong, and at this point you should just kill him for development. Like, come on, son. I'm hoping he gets a fight, but you gotta kill him. Next we got Kurenai. Kurenai really hasn't done much. D tier. You know, she was an S tier waifu in part 1 in Shippuden, but you know, depression hit. Rock Lee, I like Rock Lee a lot since part 1, but I'll put him as C tier. He hasn't done much, but you know, C tier because I like him. I forget who this is. I'll just put him D tier. Metal Lee, I'm not gonna count. Metal Lee kind of fell off. He was cool in the very beginning of the anime, but like the man's, like his dad, kind of fell off. Hopefully get some more development like anime canon, because I want to see more of Metal Lee. Next we got Nue. Nue is actually an awesome character. I love Nue. I'll put him A tier. I know a lot of people are gonna be surprised about this, but like, this was like the first arc of Boruto. This motherfucker almost destroyed the village. Like, come on, son. Like, he gave us a good fight too between Boruto, Mitsuki, and Sumire. Like, this was a good ass fight. I know Kakashi did like purple lightning on his ass. He's a pretty cool summoning animal. I know he bit the shit out of Kawaki, but I do like Nue. Pretty cute. Next we got the boy Mitsuki, top of A tier. I'll put him behind Kashin Koji, but Mitsuki, bro. Mitsuki's a savage. If this was the beginning of Boruto I was talking about, he goes straight to S, but he's an A right now simply because the manga has become really stagnant with his character. He hasn't been that relevant. Ever since the Boro fight, he's become irrelevant thanks to like Ishiki and Jigen, which of course I don't expect him to fight someone like that, but hopefully in the future in the manga we get more development with Mitsuki, because he's becoming very stagnant. Also in the anime as well, we get the Kara activation arc where he did go into sage mode multiple times. However, we didn't really get any training with him, unlike with Boruto and Sarada. So I'm hoping I get some training with my boy Mitsuki, because because that is a savage, and I'm praying that he masters that stage mode because I love when Mitsuki goes into that form. Next we got Moegi, and Moegi, I'll put her C tier. She's okay. Apparently she knows wood style. I want to see her use it, man. That's broken. Like, if you know wood style, you gotta be whipping that shit out, but we haven't really seen her fight that much, and hopefully we get more screen time of her. Next we got Momoshiki, S tier, man. This guy shanked the shit out of Sasuke's Rinnegan, bro. Just that alone, like, that is some savage shit. Like, I love how they're like building up this guy. Like, obviously he got his ass whooped by Naruto and Sasuke. He gave us one of the greatest fights of all time, probably the best fight in the Naruto franchise, and the fact that he came back, destroyed Boro, who shanked the shit out of Sasuke's Rinnegan, gave us a pretty good fight between Sasuke, Kawaki, and Borushiki. Damn, bro, Momoshiki, they're definitely building up his character, and it's kind of like Yuji and Sukuna from Jujutsu Kaisen, except it's a lot less because we don't really see Momoshiki take over Boruto's body that much compared to Yuji and Sukuna. But I really love it when Momoshiki comes out. Like, I just love the whole karma process. This man is a savage. I'm gonna say it right now, and I love Momoshiki. I don't care what nobody says. This motherfucker's a savage. Next we got Namida. Kill that bitch. I don't care about her. Same thing with this motherfucker. I don't know why he's alive, bro. Like, he should have died in the war, bro. This man is a fucking abuser. Abused the shit out of Hinata. Fucking put curse marks on Neji. Nah, son, get this man out of here. You should have died, bro. Next we got Orochimaru. Honestly, S tier. I love Orochimaru and Boruto, man. This man, of course, he created Mitsuki. He created the Shino Uchihas. He gave us a great arc with Shino Uchiha because he created him. He created Log. I love Orochimaru now. I absolutely love redeemed Orochimaru. He's a great character. I'm not even gonna cap. Next we got Sai. Sai honestly came up, bro. A tier. Like, I never really liked Sai that much, but as I watched more Shippuden, bro, like, he really grew on me as a character. I just love his character development on how to become more human around people. Of course, he was basically brainless in the beginning of Shippuden. He didn't know how to act around people, but over time he got better and he became more human, and he wiped Ino, of course. That already is enough to be an A tier, and now he's running the Anbu. When he was part of the Anbu, he was basically a slave under Danzo. Now he's the head of the Anbu Black Ops, trying to stop whatever Danzo created from the past. I just love that, bro. Next we got Sakura, and honestly, bro, Sakura, I want to put her, yeah, I'll put her A tier. I was gonna put her S, but no way. I'll put her toward the top. I love Sakura in Boruto, dog. I absolutely love her, bro. I did not like her in part 1 at all. She was okay to me in Shippuden. She grew on me toward the end, but in Boruto, bro, like, I love her. Like, she has some pretty good fights. Like, her fight against Shino Uchiha was like, that shit was fire. Of course, her spar with Sarada, that shit was heat too. Like, she gave us some pretty good fights. She would throw her life on the line for both Sasuke and Sarada. We saw that with Shino Uchiha. Next, we got my girl Sarada, my favorite female in the Naruto franchise. Just like Mitsuki, she has become very stagnant in the Boruto manga. Of course, she used Chidori against Boro, destroying his core, leading Team 7, saving Naruto from another dimension. Like, that is insane. She became the captain of that squad. You know, I love Sarada, especially in the anime as well. During the Kara activation arc, she unlocked her second Tomo Sharingan, helped defeat Deepa. I love her, but the problem is that she hasn't been that relevant in the manga. She recently just came back, and I'm hoping we get some more development because, like I said, especially with Mitsuki and Sarada, they've become very stagnant in terms of development in the manga. The manga just seems to just focus on Boruto and Kawaki. I'm hoping we get some more Mitsuki Sarada action because I'm hoping once we get to the time skip, they're not fodder. Like, I don't want them becoming like trash compared to Boruto and Kawaki. I'm hoping my girl Sarada turns the fuck up and eventually unlocks that Mangekyo Sharingan. And I'm hoping that MS ability is hacks too. Next we got Shikarai. I fuck with Shikarai. I put him B tier. I really like Shikarai in Boruto. Of course, people call him a Shikamaru clone. However, with Shikarai, I really like how he's a hybrid between Shikamaru and Tamari. I like how he uses the shadow paralysis alongside with the wind scythe jutsu. He can definitely become a badass in the future. For his dad, I'll put him A tier. Shikamaru definitely is A tier. I always liked Shikamaru. He's always been a really good character. Yeah, definitely A tier. Shino, he's a good teacher, man. I know a lot of people clown Shino, but I'll put him B tier. I actually really like this Shino. I know part 1 Shino was a badass. He was cool as fuck, but like, I really fuck with Shino in Boruto, man. Next we got Shino Uchiha, and I actually really like Shino Uchiha. I know a lot of people will put him like the C, D tier, but the fact that this man hurt Naruto and Sasuke and gave us one of the best fights in Boruto with Sakura, that is pretty impressive. I'm not gonna cap. And even though, you know, when he hurt Naruto and Sasuke, they weren't trying, the fact that he did in the first place, that's pretty impressive. impressive. Like, I fuck with Shin Uchiha. I know a lot of people don't, but for me at least, I do like him. That's why I put him at the bottom of B. Next we got Shizune. You know, I'll put her in D tier for now. She really hasn't done anything. You know, Shippuden Part 1, that was when she got most of her screen time. Not much in Boruto. Shojoji, I'll give him, I'll put him B tier as well. I actually like Shojoji. The way that he controlled the Mujino bandits, gaining political power in the underground world, the fact that he knows about the Kata organization, pretty impressive. He gave us a lot of lore, some pretty good fights with Boruto as well. Yeah, B tier. Next we got Sogetsu. I'll put him next to Karin. Sogetsu's still the same from Shippuden. I still like him. I fuck with him. Next we got Sumire. Sumire goes straight to A tier, bro. Sumire, honestly, I'll put it to the top next to Sarada. I really like Sumire, bro. I didn't really like her in the beginning because of the whole stutter shit with Boruto, but over time, bro, she really grew on me, especially in the manga. They're starting to give her a lot of screen time, and I actually like it, bro, especially in the anime as well, because her interactions with Kawaki, the way she related to him, it's pretty interesting. I'm hoping we get to see more of Sumire, especially with like the scientific technology. Now that she's an assistant to Katasuke, I want to see more of that. Next we got Tamari, and I'll put her B tier for now. She's pretty cool. I want to see her train Shikarai more, especially with that wind side jutsu. Make Shikarai nasty as fuck. There's a lot of potential that she can have with training Shikarai in the future. Next we got 1010, and Naruto swing is still whooping your ass, girl. Stay in D tier. Sasuke S tier, no debate, no discussion. We already know why. The GOAT. Udon, yeah, fuck out of here. Snot jutsu, fuck out of here. I mean, he had a good glow up, but the guy uses snot as jutsu, bro. That's not. Oh man, Udon. I'm sorry, man. I never liked Udon. Next we got Urashiki. Hold on, we gotta make another tier for him. There we go. Just Urashiki tier, bro. Put him in that bitch. Let me change the color. I'll put like white. There we go. Urashiki, honestly, no cap, like, he's the worst character in Boruto. I don't like Urashiki at all. I really did not like watching Urashiki. I just never enjoyed him as a character. I don't know, I feel like he's a trash can of a character. If you like him, that's cool. Like, this is an opinion-based tier list, but I'm just saying, like, I did not enjoy Urashiki as a character. I never found him interesting as a character. He was just trash as a villain. Like, they hyped him up in the beginning of the Chunin exams when him and Momoshiki and Kinshiki invaded the Leaf Village, and he had a lot of potential there, especially with his fight against Gaara and Chojuro, but you know, he kind of fell off. I don't know, I just did not like him at all. He was just annoying as fuck. For some reason, you know, he whooped Sasuke's ass, then he's out here struggling against like Kid Naruto and Boruto. It's like, come on, son. I don't know, man. I just did not like Urashiki as a villain. He's just trash, bro. Just trash. Next we got Victor. Victor's just garbage too. I don't like Victor, bro. I know they actually, I'll put him in C tier for now. Like, the anime definitely did a good job on expanding his character, especially how he crashed the airship, his fight against Konohamaru Mugino, and his fight against Orochimaru. He definitely had some good fights. He's powerful, but he's just a dickhead, bro. He's a dickhead. He just reeks, bro. I don't know. I don't like Victor, but I'll put him in C tier. Give us some good fights. Next we got Namida and Chocho, and just kill him. Yeah, fuck out of here. Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, I don't know. I just don't fuck with Chocho or Namida. They don't really strike me as characters. You guys know how I feel about Chocho. I don't like her at all, man. Like, just kill her, bro. I know that's kind of disrespectful, but, you know, for me at least, for Chocho, man, like, if you want to give Chocho like any redemption, have her go to the Cloud Village, bro. Teach her some Kenjutsu from Killer Bee and Kadoi and Darui, bro, and she will boss up. Actually, I'll put Chocho at D tier for now. I know a lot of people. Nah, you know what? Nah, keep her in that bitch. Keep her in that bitch. The reason why I have her down there is simply because I just don't like how the anime makes fun of her like being fat. Like, I don't know why Japan thinks like being fat is cute. Like, that shit is not. Like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to fat shame people, but like, I don't know. Like, I don't find it funny when they make fun of Chocho being fat. Like, they made an episode of her trying to fucking fight motherfuckers over some beans. Like, come on, son. Like, that's like kill her character, bro. Like, I don't know. I just find her character just so, I don't know. Same with Namida, I don't really care about her character, to be honest with you. She's anime only, you know. I don't mind some, you know, fights and development with her in anime canon. I'm definitely down for that with all these characters, in fact, but just overall, those two characters I'm not fond of at all. But this is my tier list. Let me know, do you agree with this tier list? What character would you move up in ranks and what character would you move down? Let me know how you feel about this, and would you like me to do some more tier lists in the future, because I'm definitely down. So if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell as well, and have a good day. Peace.